Oh, I know exactly where this is going. This is the lifted up, stared him in the eyes. Oh, this is death. Oh. All right, Side Scrollers is about acknowledging the past while building towards the future. So that is exactly what we're going to do. We're going to take a look at a classic top 10 from ScrewAttack back in the day while updating with a new Mortal Kombat themed top 10 later this week. So if you want to see that, make sure you hit the subscribe button right now. I cannot wait to bring that to you guys and update more list as we go. I'm hoping this becomes a regular thing, maybe every couple of weeks, maybe every week. But either way, hit the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up button if you guys enjoy this stuff. Let's check it out. This is ScrewAttack's top 10 Mortal Kombat fatalities from a long time ago. Let's go check this out, see if it still holds up today, which I guarantee does not, because you can actually watch these on YouTube, whereas the newer ones you can't because they're so bloody and gory. Let's check this thing out. The old classic intro. Everyone always loves this. Always fun to go back and look.
Just like the rest of the world, we couldn't be more stoked to see Mortal Kombat return to its roots in the series' new game. And to celebrate our excitement, it's now time to focus.
Okay, so this came back around Mortal Kombat 9, the release of that. So back with the 2D. So this has got to be, what, late 2010s. It can't be that long ago. Only a decade or so.
Focusing on what makes Mortal Kombat so stinking great. Bloody, violent, brutal fatalities. So as we count down our favorites, just keep in mind a few things. Only one per character, no stage fatalities and other fatalities, and that there's so many good fatalities, there's no way we can fit them all in one list. Hey, I'm Stuttering Craig for ScrewAttack's Top 10 Mortal Kombat Fatalities.
So I think if I update, I don't think I can update this list because all the best fatalities would probably be coming from the newer games because they are so ridiculous, as we already touched on. So let me know in the comments what Mortal Kombat themed top 10 you would like to see made or remade moving ahead. I've thought about top 10 characters, but we all know like Sub-Zero and Scorpion would probably be at number 1 and number 2. So it's just a matter of like what's number 3 through number 10. I don't know, but let me know what you think as far as the top 10 related Mortal Kombat. I also thought about just ranking all the Mortal Kombat games, but let me know in the comments.
Number 10.
All right, let's start this thing off by just getting nasty. As Mortal Kombat made the jump to 3D, Reptile also made the jump. Straight onto your face and then gnawing it off.
Man, Mortal Kombat 4, I think most people would probably say it's the worst of the mainline Mortal Kombat games. I love Mortal Kombat 4. I don't care what anybody says. I have so many memories playing that with the high school basketball team on the PlayStation, going over to a buddy's house on team night or something and just playing Mortal Kombat 4. I mean, is it a good game? No, but that doesn't mean you can't have good memories from it.
But he didn't stop with just your face. He went right down to the skull bone to your damn eyes. Your damn eyes.
Number 9.
Let's get a little ridiculous. Okay, all these are pretty ridiculous.
I was gonna say ridiculous is just the beginning point for Mortal Kombat fatalities.
But how about ripping someone's leg out of its socket, from its skin, and then beating them to holy hell with it while it's still bleeding its own blood? Quan Chi, you may be evil, but you're the man.
Once again, Mortal Kombat 4. Just introducing the greatness of 3D Mortal Kombat. Actually, I'm not a huge fan of the 3D Mortal Kombat. That is one thing that I'm not shy about. Never really got into Deception or Armageddon. My favorite one is the worst one, Mortal Kombat 4.
Number 8.
Sure, nobody has any idea who this guy is or why he made it into an MK game, but sweet lord, is this cool. Dairu rips out your stinking rib and then stabs you in the eyeballs. Ribs and eyes. Good show, buddy.
Definitely a precursor to what you'd see today. I mean, this is like, 15, 20 years beforehand. But can you imagine seeing that in today's Mortal Kombat? That's like a brutality in today's Mortal Kombat. It's ridiculous.
Number 7.
By the way, music, awesome. Just so many great old school Mortal Kombat themes. That's the thing that I'm getting so far out of this list.
Where's my money? Give me my money, bitch! Where's my money? Give me my money! Give it to me! Give it! And if you don't have Cyrax's money, well...
Just brutal. If I recall correctly, which I probably don't, I feel like that entry was written by Nick Kramer, maybe? Because it just seems like something Nick Kramer would have said. Give me my money. I'm sure I added an expletive or two in there, but I feel like Nick probably did that. Because, with a list like this, you just let the fatalities do the talking.
Number 6.
Oh, yeah, baby. That's a fatality that really made parents want to piss their pants in the early 90s. But it's not on the list. Remember, one per character. So what can possibly beat Kano ripping out the still beating heart? How about opening up someone's mouth and then pulling out their entire skeleton only to have their skin fold up like a hot fruit roll-up on a summer day? Hey, if you don't...
It's a pretty good descriptor right there. Fold up like a hot fruit roll-up on a summer day. Pretty good stuff.
If you don't have a heart, you can't live. But if you have no skeleton, you're just a pile of mush.
Number 5.
Now this one may cause a little controversy, but this is a personal favorite mostly because of just how brutal it is.
Oh, I know exactly where this is going. This is the lifted up, stared him in the eyes. Oh, this is this one's the best. I mean, it's number 5 apparently to us a decade ago.
Sure, yeah, getting your head sliced off is bad, but imagine the last thing you see is this beast lifting you up with the blades that are inside his arms as you slowly slide down towards him to your death as his eyes just stare and gaze into your soul. Ugh. Gruesome. Exactly what Mortal Kombat is about.
Number
One thing that Mortal Kombat 2 did really well when it comes to like these classic versus the modern games, and maybe I've missed this in the modern games, but when you performed a fatality in the old Mortal Kombat 2 specifically, there was a specific sound effect that hit. I've talked about this. I played through Mortal Kombat one time on stream, and once you hit a fatality, you'd hear this, the sound effect, and I know I didn't do it very well, but it just rang true as like something bad just happened. And I always love that about Mortal Kombat 2, and specifically in fatalities like that. It's great.
4.
Now this is probably our toughest call. Most of you would think that Scorpion's first fatality would make it on the list, but with our 1 per character rule, in the face.
Oh,
That's great. It's like a piñata. You cannot get much more brutal than that.
Number 3.
pretty good. Oh,
All right,
Johnny
the 2
Cage,
words
let's
most
go.
Associated with Johnny Cage, nut and punch. In Shaolin Monks, everyone's favorite movie star takes it to a whole nother level by delivering punches and crosses to your Johnson, then taking time to acknowledge just how rad he is, only to follow up with a little boxing action to your balls, and then finish you off with a punch to your goods that is so hard, both legs fly in different directions, leaving your severed upper body hanging in the air momentarily. Absolute genius.
Can we bring back the word rad? Probably not. Like, surely what's old is new again. And I think the word rad is long overdue for a comeback. Most words have been shortened now in the present day. And I feel like rad is about as short as it possibly can get. So youth out there, please bring back rad. Make me feel younger.
Number 2.
Great theme.
Okay,
Armory
let's be
theme.
honest
Mortal
here.
Kombat
Out
2.
of all the original fatalities in Mortal Kombat 1, Liu Kang's was by far the weakest. I mean, a somersault and an uppercut. It's pathetic. So heading into Mortal Kombat 2, we weren't expecting a whole lot.
And I know this has been brought up a million times, but did you know that in the original Mortal Kombat, whenever he does a fatality, the screen doesn't go dark? And I've heard Ed Boon talk about this, where the reason why the screen doesn't go dark is because they wanted to portray that Liu Kang had like lightness or in his soul or whatever it is. And I always thought that was kind of interesting. And then they realized that was really stupid and they changed it in the next one.
It's pathetic. So heading into Mortal Kombat 2, we weren't expecting a whole lot. But what we did get was the most iconic fatality of the entire game. It made us forget all about the other one, and seeing screenshots of this thing in EGM and GamePro just made you want to go play the game. The only problem was when you got to the arcade, nobody knew how to do it at the time because there was no internet to go online and cheat with.
The other good fatality from Liu Kang back in the day was dropping the Mortal Kombat arcade machine actually on your opponent. That's what I love about Mortal Kombat 2 in particular, how self-aware it was of the first game. Just brilliant. I don't know if we'll ever see another game that broke the fourth wall so quickly like Mortal Kombat 2 did compared to Mortal Kombat 1. Just brilliant stuff.
I said the old Mortal Kombat recap before we get to number 1. Number 2.
I'm going to skip this recap because we already saw it, but I do want to remind you guys, if you guys are popping in, hit the thumbs up button. And if you're new, hit the subscribe button as we go on to number 1, our number 1 entry here from this list. Once again, a new top 10 coming up very, very soon, possibly as early as Friday. And my goal is to do a reaction and then an updated list by Friday. So I'd really appreciate you guys sticking around and letting people know. Thumbs up really, really go a far way. And comments go huge as far as the algorithm. Let's go check out number 1.
Number 1.
Yeah, Liu
There it
Kang may
is.
be the ultimate good guy and Scorpion may have the spear, but for a lot of people, the poster boy for the series is definitely Sub-Zero. Why Sub-Zero? Well, let's start right about here. Oh yeah, in addition to automatically making
Of course, that's the number 1. Why would it not be? It's like, it's the fatality.
Sub-Zero a household name, this fatality is one of the main contributing factors to forming the freaking ESRB. That's right, it helped create an effing rating system. It's brutal, it's bloody, it's legendary, and it's definitely deserving our top spot. I mean, Sub-Zero can rip off your head and bury a 3. That's awesome.
Let's go. Hey, anytime there's a callback to NBA Jam and Sub-Zero. Did you know the Sub-Zero, Reptile, and Scorpion were in, and I think Raiden as well, were in the original NBA Jam game, and they got bounced, pardon the pun, bounced because the NBA thought that it was bad for their licensing, and they actually pulled them out of it. But you can still play it if you buy, I don't know, certain things to put them on arcade boards. It's not like this one back here, but you can absolutely play. I mean, that'd be so cool to be able to play that. I've seen gameplay of it online, never actually played it in person. But either way, if you guys did enjoy that, make sure you guys hit the subscribe button, thumbs up on your way out. Would really appreciate that. And go watch more videos right here and here. Of course, you can watch our podcast every day, 11 o'clock Central Time. I encourage you guys to come join us here on the SideScrollers podcast channel. Thanks for tuning in.